देवदेवोत्तम दीनसंरक्षक देवदेवोत्तम दीनसंरक्षक देवदेवोत्तम दीनसंरक्षक देवदेवोत्तम दीनसंरक्षक देवादिदेवा दयामया देवादिदेवा दयामया देवादिदेवा दयामया देवादिदेवा दयामया श्री साई देवा कृपामया श्री साई देवा कृपामया श्री साई देवा कृपामया पतितो धारा पाप विदूरा पतितो धारा पाप विदूरा पतितो धारा पाप विदूरा पाप विदूरा भक्ति विहारा परमेश्वरा भक्ति विहारा परमेश्वरा भक्ति विहारा परमेश्वरा भक्ति विहारा परमेश्वरा भस्मोद्भव कर भवभयनाशक भस्मोद्भव कर भवभयनाशक श्री साई देवा कृपामया श्री साई देवा कृपामया श्री साई देवा देवदेवोत्तम दीनसंरक्षक देवादिदेवा दयामया श्री साई देवा कृपामया श्री साई देवा कृपामया साई देवा कृपामया श्री साई देवा कृपामया देवदेवोत्तमा दीन संरक्षक
जय 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 हे मधुसूदना 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 जय वृंदावन मनमोहना जय वृंदावन मनमोहना जय वृंदावन मनमोहना जय वृंदावन मनमोहना जय 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 हे मधुसूदना जय 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 हे मधुसूदना सुंदर साई शिरडी विहारी सुंदर साई पति विहारी 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 राधे श्याम 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 साई राम 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 राधे श्याम 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 जय 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 हे मधुसूदना जय 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 हे मधुसूदना जय वृंदावन मनमोहना जय वृंदावन मनमोहना जय 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 हे मधुसूदना जय 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 हे मधुसूदना
परतीश्वरा सत्य साईश्वरा परतीश्वरा सत्य साईश्वरा परतीश्वरा सत्य साईश्वरा परतीश्वरा सत्य साईश्वरा दया करो हरि नारायणा दया करो हरि नारायणा दया करो हरि नारायणा श्री साई नारायणा साई साई नारायणा साई श्री साई नारायणा श्री साई भवसागरो धार भुवनावना धार भुवनावना भवसागरो धार भुवनावना शरणागत त्राण नारायणा शरणागत त्राण नारायणा शरणागत त्राण नारायणा शरणागत त्राण दया करो हरि नारायणा दया करो दया करो हरि नारायणा दया करो हरि नारायणा श्री साई नारायणा साई साई नारायणा साई श्री साई परतीश्वरा सत्य साईश्वरा परतीश्वरा सत्य साईश्वरा दया करो हरि नारायणा दया करो श्री साई नारायणा साई श्री साई नारायणा भवसागरो धार भुवनावना धार भुवनावना शरणागत त्राण नारायणा शरणागत त्राण नारायणा शरणागत त्राण नारायणा शरणागत त्राण नारायणा दया करो हरि नारायणा दया करो साई नारायणा साई साई नारायणा साई श्री साई नारायणा श्री साई नारायणा परतीश्वरा सत्य साईश्वरा
जानकी रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा रघुकुल भूषण राजा रामा रघुकुल भूषण राजा रामा रघुकुल भूषण राजा रामा रघुकुल भूषण राजा रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा तापसरंजन तारक नामा तापसरंजन तारक नामा तापसरंजन तारक नामा तापसरंजन तारक नामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा रघुकुल भूषण राजा रामा रघुकुल भूषण राजा रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा तापसरंजन तारक नामा तापसरंजन तारक नामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा दानव भंजन कोदंड रामा जय जय रामा जानकी रामा
Invoking blessings of the Almighty, dignitaries, elders, staff and students, participants from around the world. Namaste and good evening. Welcome to day 97 of the One World, One Family World Cultural Festival here at Sathya Sai Grama.
As we continue the centenary celebrations, today we are delighted to announce a few milestones achieved as we expand our service projects to greater geographies as a tribute of our love to Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba.
The first is a celebration of 100 little hearts healed, 100 lives saved. Over the last 2 years, Healing Little Hearts Foundation has been collaborating with Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research to conduct multiple pediatric cardiac surgery camps.
And as an offering on the sacred occasion, 100 pediatric cardiac surgeries have been performed over the last 100 days, giving a new lease of life to 100 little children and their families. We invite Dr. C.S. Hiremat, Chief Cardiac Surgeon, Director of Heart Valve Bank, Department of CTVS, Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, to brief us further.
Sai Ram, offering my reverential pranams to the divine lotus feet of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba and Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. It is with immense joy and gratitude that we share with you a significant milestone as mentioned by our team in the Department of Cardiothoracic and Vascular Surgery. Few months back, before the celebrations begin, this thought came into picture, and we committed ourselves that our offering as a part of our service, which is ongoing, something we need to add to this ongoing service, we took a call to operate much more complex congenital heart diseases in our institute. As we all know, we do have the collaboration with the Healing Little Hearts team from United Kingdom who have been visiting here, and this is their 10th visit. They normally come once in 30 to 40 days or once in 2 to 3 months, and in these last 3 months they were here with us every month. These surgeries included integrated procedures like single ventricle repair, double ventricle repair, 1.5 ventricle repairs, complex congenital valve repairs, creating a new valve in a child's heart using patient's own pericardium or using bovine pericardium. So we try to create a valve in these children, and which makes a huge difference for the child to lead a near normal life. Adding feather to this cap, we completed 3 robotic cardiac surgeries in the last 10 days. We'd like to thank the entire hospital administrative team, clinical and paraclinical teams, and the hospital staff for their immense support. It was quite challenging in the logistics to arrange, because it does take some time for the child to recover and go home, especially in complex congenital heart diseases. And the entire hospital staff members were cooperative to help us to achieve this milestone. This achievement is a testament to the unwavering dedication of our team, blessings of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, and the trust reimposed in us by those families of these young patients. We rededicate ourselves to continuing this noble service inspired by Bhagwan's teachings of love, compassion, and selfless service. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Dr. Hiremat. We now invite Dr. Sanjeev Nichani to share more insights. A pediatric intensivist, he is the founder of Healing Little Hearts Foundation, which has a presence in over 24 countries and has conducted around 4,000 surgeries. Dr. Nichani has been conferred with many honors such as the Points of Light Award, the Officer of the Order of the British Empire, and most recently as a Member of the British Empire by King Charles. Dr. Nichani, please.
Saram Sadguru. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm delighted to share with you that a pledge Dr. Hiremat and I made 5 months ago to commemorate the birth centenary of Bhagavan Sathya Sai Baba with 100 children's heart operations was successfully completed yesterday. We've done another 3 more today, that's 103, and hopefully we'll operate on another 2 or 3 children tomorrow. Now this is testimony to the values of one world, one family. We have worked together as a family for our children. It's a testimony to the world-class team that you have here. Dr. Hiremat, who even Sadhguru knows never sleeps, Dr. Jagannath, Dr. Annie, and Sister Usha. I cannot stress enough how amazing they are. And this is helped by devotion to our leader, Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, and devotion to this cause of giving children with a congenital heart disease a lease of life. Healing Little Hearts in 2025 has operated on 500 children around the world. Out of that, 155 children this year have been operated here in Sathya Sai Hospital, Muddenahalli. That is reflective of a very intimate and devoted partnership, once again with the blessings of Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. So Sadhguru, we would be delighted to be part of this one world, one family mission for times immemorial. With your permission, we would be delighted to keep coming here to work alongside your amazing team. In addition, as you know, we have been to Sai Sanjeevani, Fiji 3 times already. We have agreed to go there next February and next November. And also we pledge, Healing Little Hearts Global Foundation pledges to go to Batikola, Sri Lanka as soon as it's open next year. Not just that, with your permission, Sadhguru, we'll be delighted to go with the Sathya Sai team, Dr. Hirma, Dr. Jagannath, Dr. Annie, and a Healing Little Hearts team to work together again to perform heart surgery and give children a lease of life. And wherever you would like us to go, we'd be honored. Finally, I was in the intensive care unit this morning, and there was a young boy. His name is Keshav, 11 years old. He was sitting up. Children are so strong, seriously. It's just incredible. He was sitting up, had heart surgery yesterday. Major complex heart surgery. He was sitting up, looking very relaxed with a smile on his face. And I asked him how old he was. He was 11, Keshav. Where are you from? Uttar Pradesh. And I asked him, what do you like doing? And he said to me, I like drawing. I said, okay, will you draw something for me? And he did. Ladies and gentlemen, he's drawn a picture in half an hour of Lord Krishna. From scratch, he had we gave him a blank piece of paper and a pen and coloring material. This is what he's drawn in half an hour from scratch, a picture of Lord Krishna. So, Sadhguru, with your permission, this is a thank you to you for giving him a gift of life. May I please give this to you? Saram.
Thank you, Dr. Nichani. Our immense gratitude to you and your team for enabling us to further our services. The Gift of Life ceremony is a tradition to celebrate those who have been given a new lease of life through timely medical care, advanced surgery, and compassionate service at our hospitals. We will now have the Gift of Life ceremony for 3 children who have recently undergone pediatric cardiac surgery.
First, we have 7-month-old Hamza Ali Khan from Kola district. Baby Hamza was born with supracardiac TAPVC, a complex heart defect, and was immediately referred to Indira Gandhi Hospital and later to Jaideva Institute. Due to long waiting lists, he hadn't been able to receive the necessary treatment on time. His father, Peer Nawaz Khan, earns barely 10,000 rupees a month, and therefore it was impossible to afford this costly treatment.
Once referred to our hospital, Hamza underwent a corrective rerouting surgery on the 17th of November. Today he is out of the ICU and is doing very well.
Next we have 3-year-old Matibar Ali from Assam. He is accompanied by his father, Abdul Ali, and mother, Simran Begum. Since infancy, Matibar has had breathing difficulties, leading to bluish discoloration. His parents lost hope because of non-availability of hospitals in his hometown that could treat their son. The family learnt of a hospital through social media.
Time and distance did not come in the way as they were determined to go wherever and do whatever was required to save their son. Mativar was diagnosed with tetralogy of Fallot requiring intracardiac repair. The surgery was performed on 17th and he is now on the road to steady recovery. Thirdly, we have 14-year-old Akash from a small village in Raichur district. Since he was 10 years old, he began to suffer from constant fatigue and frequent fever leading to hospitalization.
When he was referred to bigger cities for treatment, Akash's father, Chandrasekhar, a farmer, did not have the wherewithal for the travel. When his condition worsened, they finally came to a hospital with support from relatives. He successfully underwent a double valve repair surgery along with PDA ligation on the 11th of November. Within 5 days, he has recovered and is all set to go back to school.
With the belief that healthcare is a universal right, it has been our constant endeavor to make it accessible and affordable, especially in rural areas. Our services include a broad spectrum from primary, secondary, and tertiary healthcare. While the Sai Sanjeevani, Sai Arogya, and the teaching hospital here at Muddenahalli cover secondary and tertiary areas, Sai Swasthya Wellness Centers is our flagship initiative in primary healthcare.
On this occasion, over 100 Sai Swasthya centers are being dedicated to serving the nation. These centers, spread across 13 states, will serve as diagnostic, consultative, and therapeutic clinics, and as always, offer services free of charge. We'll now have a brief video on these 100 Sai Swasthya centers.
In the heart of Bharat, beyond the bustle of cities and the hum of highways, lie villages where time has held its breath, where hope waits, silent and patient, where a mother treads dusty paths for a simple checkup, carrying dawn inside her heart, where an elder bears quiet ache beneath the open sky, for the hands of care are far away, where a child's laughter rings out, but behind it, the weight of illness hides its shadow. Here, life pulses softly, longing for the dawn of healing. It was for them, those steadfast souls at the edge of silence, that this sacred journey began. Inspired by the divine vision of Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, the Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research launched a sacred mission to establish Sai Swasthya Wellness Centers across the length and breadth of Bharat. Each center, a sanctuary of love and service. Each doctor, nurse, and volunteer, a beacon of light. Each heartbeat, a testimony to Bhagavan's infinite compassion. From the Himalayas to the Sundarbans, this is not just healthcare. It is service to the soul, pure, unbound, timeless. Like an army of light, devotees and doctors marched on across rivers, through forests, over plains, driven by one purpose: to serve, to heal, to fulfill the divine will. 100 centers for Bhagavan's 100th birthday. In just 50 days, the final 50 new Sai Swasthya centers came alive. From door-to-door screenings to mobile units and boats, from hill tribes to island communities, over 1 million lives have been touched by the ripple of healing. Seamless in action, the ecosystem spans outreach arms, primary, secondary, and tertiary care screening and detection, confirmation and treatment, monthly medications for NCD management, telemedicine for referral surgeries, and full circle recuperation. Empowering local youth. Educate, empower, employ becomes the philosophy that transforms patients and communities alike. Reducing disease, restoring dignity, renewing hope. This is healthcare reimagined, rooted in research, carried by compassion, and powered by data for measurable impact. As we celebrate the centenary year of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, we honor his eternal message: love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. With 100 Sai Swasthya Wellness Centers and 1 million lives touched, we move closer to his divine dream. A world without boundaries, a world where care is compassion and service is worship. Truly, the vision of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one world, one family, has taken form in every heartbeat healed, every smile restored.
Mr. Subhajit Roy Mukherjee, Head of Sai Swasthya National Program Northeast, will now share more details about this program. Mr. Mukherjee is the Director of the Arogya Vahini Trust, providing preventive and primary health care through innovative mobile hospitals. As a Founder Director of Sadak Kshetra Healthcare, Mr. Subhajit provides strategic guidance to develop holistic and sustainable healthcare solutions for underserved communities. Mr. Subhajit Roy Mukherjee, please.
Offering my most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of our most beloved Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Our collective pranams to our dearest and most beloved Swami Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, esteemed dignitaries, dear brothers and sisters, devotees, patrons, and each and everyone joining us live across the world, loving Sai Ram and warm greetings from Sathya Sai Grama, Muddenahalli. On this most auspicious, glorious, and historic occasion of the centenary celebrations of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, we are delighted to share with you that we, collectively, as one world, one family, offer at his divine lotus feet 126 Sai Swas Wellness Centers as a humble tribute on this timeless centenary that celebrates his eternal presence. Spanning across 13 states of India, from the north to the south and the east to the west, and many more committed to commence shortly. So far, more than 150,000 consultations have offered completely free of cost. And brothers and sisters, I'm delighted to share that under the institutional health ecosystem, this primary health initiative has touched over 1 million lives. What a journey it has been, with the divine himself steering, shaping, transcending every barrier, every border, every limitation of time, space, and human capacity. More than 76 centers have come in the last 50 days. Across the vast and diverse geography of our nation, the manifestation of the divine will, reiterating the single profound truth: impossibility and Swami does not coexist. A few days back, we were in Shillong, the northeastern hills, and as each landscape has its own climate, culture, disease, burden, and logistic realities, we thought of how to address this situation. And I'm so very happy to share with you, we had a beautiful MOU with the government of Meghalaya to synchronize and orchestrate and seamlessly work together where the RBSK team screens for the children. And we very much here in Muddenahalli with our surgeons and teams and doctors and the IT facilities with a very high-end telemedicine scopes. We have consulted for the first session on the 13th of November. I'm so glad to say the first batch of 7 children are going to come all the way from the northeastern hills over here to get their surgeries done. What a marvelous team the surgeons and the IT have done in a way to pave the path of telemedicine, technology, and innovation to drive the way forward, which is the future, to bridge the gap as we look forward to several other inaccessible areas like in Uttarakhand, in the North Bengals and the Himalayas, to take similar kind of models over there to connect and to create free of cost, quality, accessible healthcare. While hills poses their own challenges, islands have a different rhythm. In Sundarbans, even walking for a door-to-door screening is so very difficult. The pictures that you see, the local people train us to walk like crabs because it is so slippery and the clay clings onto you. You can't walk. The only solution is to carry the POCs and on the backpacks because installing heavy machines and carrying them, the logistics are so difficult. The pictures that you see poses difficulties to have your landings over there. This is not a very simple picture what you see. You will see stones over there. For us to reach there and for them to reach us is so difficult, but out of all these challenges, the island people come all the way early in the morning to put stones to get a first chance. And this is the place in the Sundarbans where we have created this Chunakali Sai Swasth Center. To add to this wonderful, innovative model with guidance of Swami, I'm so very happy that we are trying and exploring to have boat clinics in the Sundarbans so that we can go island to island. The doctors have facility to stay there and the boat creates some kind of a support to create access to the landings and also a very safe and healthy environment for the doctors also to give consultations. Thank you, Swami, for guiding us always. So if this was the coastal areas, let us go to the coal mines where life throws a very difficult challenge. We were there and it was recognized that there is an urgent need for a contextual adaptation and social engineering to happen. Children live in traumatic situations. They are pushed to do these works without education. And I must tell you, we found over 144 children with mental health issues over there. Several adults with lung diseases. And the pictures that you see over there, it's so heart-wrenching to say 4 girl children of a single parent cannot walk because they have such weak limbs below the neck, below the knees. So that is the condition. So every geography, every landscape we go is a different challenge by itself with the diversity. So Sai Swasth is an approach which integrates health with education, nutrition, livelihood support, environmental stewardship, and social inclusion as intrinsic pillars of well-being, acknowledging that true health cannot be separated from the everyday realities of the people's life. The pictures that you see are ongoing work that we do in Orissa. Efforts are towards improving the quality of life effectively for reduced years lived with disabilities and strengthening the potentiality of an overall life expectancy with efficiency and productivity. That, most importantly, transforming healthcare from a distant facility into a lived human experience. And all of this has come alive across the country through the true power of the triple S formula of Swami, of Samaj, Sarkar and Sanstha, deeply felt at the grassroots in a beautiful symphony. As Swami has always guided us to understand the patterns of our journey, we deeply appreciate also the IT team over here who has always been helping us in a way to archive this precious data. And from the existing work of what I told just now about the 150,000 consultations in different simple studies over different geographies, we have seen almost 62% of these beneficiaries are women who are always neglected. They always want to feel more wanted, to be heard. And that is what has happened in this kind of a model which has just begun. 47% of this section of these beneficiaries were from the productive life age group, which means they have their dependents at home. They have their children and the geriatrics who can be well prevented from getting into chronic diseases, or who are into already chronic diseases can be helped with their care continuum, and that's what Sai Swasthya is doing. You can see almost, I think, 53% of them are from the dependent group who poses threats of health risks, and that has been covered. 56% of the population, I'm so happy, brothers and sisters, that this deep-rooted, remotely accessible healthcare model has gone to far-flung areas. 56% is almost over a half of the 100% what we believe is in the tribal communities and the underprivileged sections of the society. And I'm also delighted to share all our work is getting so much aligned to the SDG goals and the current WHO GPW14 global program of work, which says all for health and health for all. Let me share you a beautiful communication. Recently we had so many openings. One of the beneficiaries who came back from this hospital after a surgery, now he is all transformed and he is all ours. And he is all for Swami with all tears in his eyes when he came for another Sai Swasthya opening. And I just stood by himself, he was sobbing. I conveyed to Swami also. He came to me and said, हमको तो पता था बाबा का हॉस्पिटल है, लेकिन कैसे जाना है, कहाँ जाना है, क्या होता है पता नहीं था. आज लग रहा है कि हॉस्पिटल खुद हमारे पास चल के आ गया है. The sense of that feeling was so beautiful, and each and every representative in the Sai Swasthya are feeling so good about representing this global organization and the institution over there. Most importantly, what is happening there, simple children and simple people who believe everybody are getting prevented from misguidance, which leads to malpractices resulting into permanent health losses. They are getting the right guidance. In a way, I must say, this is one of the most beautiful models, and I'm so happy to share this referral management from the Sai Swasthya to the secondary care hospital, the Sai Arogya. Overall, 118 surgeries have been conducted so far. That is Swami's vision. Every district to have a secondary hospital, every taluk to have a Sai Swasthya wellness centers. And the Bapatla hospital stands as a shining example. Just the last week, we were shared. Over the weekend, we have 10 surgeries conducted completely successful. And we are looking forward to so many hospitals coming up with so many proposals coming from different states. Now, if I give you a measure of an understanding what this is happening, this is nothing but a silent revolution. Just imagine 125 wellness centers, each conducting almost 300 consultations a month with door-to-door screenings. Overall, cumulatively, we look at 40,000 consultations a month, annually over 5 lakh consultations a year. Each and every beneficiary addressed with screening, detection, consultations, monthly medicines, investigations, health awareness, and most importantly, a tertiary care interventions. What is the outcome? Unfathomable. If we look at the contribution which can be passively done to the society, we will look at it, a hardly cost incurred per patient is around 400 rupees. But imagine the out-of-pocket savings for a chronic patient goes up to 2,000 to 2,500. A general patient to around 800 to 1,000. And imagine a surgery happening from criticalities from 50,000 to over 5 lakhs. And of course, if we take care of the intangible impacts of this, it is just unfathomable. And Swami has a vision of 6,000 brothers and sisters. I just pray we are there. Our hearts overflow with gratitude to every patron, every devotee, every institution, every villager. Gratitude for the selfless support to all our national and global patrons who stood by us. Dear Swami, we are beholden to you for the opportunity given to us to serve in this mission. With every center opened for the communities and devotees, it was more than a facility, but His presence descending amongst them, His divine benediction, His 100th birthday gift to humanity for the welfare, well-being, and wellness of all beings. In our continued surrenderance and submission at His divine lotus feet, invoking His blessings for all, Jai Sai Ram. The team would humbly like to present Swami a special plaque on this occasion. May I request Mrs. Amrita Roy Mukherjee, Chairperson of Arogya Vani Trust, Mrs. Dipanita Mukherjee, Trust Officer, Arogya Vani Trust, Mr. Venkata Shrikant, Regional Coordinator, Sai Swasth, AP and Telangana, and Mr. Sanjay Lakhandri, National Program Coordinator, Arogya Vani, to come up on the stage.
Thank you, Brother Subhajit. From healthcare, we move to education. Bhagwan Baba always said, the end of education is character, and therefore, values education is of paramount importance and relevance in today's society. Today, we'll be launching one of the most meaningful global initiatives of our time, the Value Education book series, released in global languages for the children and youth of the world. Under the initiative, Value Educate the World, a series of 15 books titled Be Good, See Good, Do Good was developed for children from preschool to high school, ages 3 to 17.
Each book integrates 10 values: truth, righteous conduct, peace, love, non-violence, patriotism, spirit of oneness, spirit of service, environmental responsibility, and awareness. Each value is elucidated in increasing depth based on the appropriateness and developmental levels of the children, with a pedagogical approach that involves captivating stories, reflections, activities, and real-life applications. This helps children not only understand the values but also live them at home, in school, and in society. The tripod model of educationists, students, and parents plays a crucial role in shaping core values alongside academic success, with the idea that education extends far beyond textbooks and classrooms. It encompasses the holistic development of the individual.
Under the Value Educate Bharat initiative, these books have been launched in English, Kannada, and Hindi, And as part of Value Educating the World, we are honored to launch books from 17 countries today. The series has been created through the collective efforts of educators, researchers, psychologists, writers, translators, illustrators, and global volunteers, each of whom contributed with deep dedication and love. As an expression of deep gratitude, the International Institute for Human Values Education and the Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence formally present these books as their humble offering.
As we announce the names, we invite the teams to come on stage and present the books to Sadhguru for their launch. We'll begin with Region 1. From Fiji, we have Varsha Kumar, Saish Kumar, Jason Peel and Arthi Peel presenting the books under the Value Educate Fiji team. As part of Value Educate Japan, we have Harumi Koyama, Keiko Nakanishi, Ikumi Kasahara, and Shio Kasahara. From Malaysia, we have Kartika, Pavitra, Ashwini and Lokeshwari from the Value Educate Malaysia team.
From Value Educate New Zealand, we have Shayon Murthy and Saumya Bhaskara. Representing Singapore are Sudhara, Paramela Devi Sambashivam, P. Narayan Swami, and Vaishnavi P. for the books under Value Educate Singapore.
Moving on to Region 2, the Value Educate South Africa team, Pearl Reddy, Selvi Govinder, Swarajya Lakshmi Bhamiripati and Sai Lakshmi Bhamiripati. From Region 3, first is Austria with Thomas Seedling and Martina Specht from Value Educate Austria. From Value Educate Croatia are Borno Lulic, Mr. Borna Lulic, Mihovil Mashovic, Sasha Vlahinic and Zoran Livajic.
Up next is France, and we invite Paduard Clos, Satya Louise, Arosa Camblong, and Veronique Fargus of Value Educate France team. From Value Educate Germany, we have Sai Devota Dur, Iris Lehman, Gisela Sebastian, and Sairama Paf from the German team.
From Greece are Maria Liapaki, Evangelos Maroudas, and Manolis Liapakis of the Value Educate Greece team. Representatives from Italy are Alessandra Craxi, Dolores Bove, Leonardo Masi, Laura Fabris, and Valentina Fign.
From Value Educate Netherlands, we have Pavan Dadlani, Janvi Dadlani, Yvonne Veras Donk, Kiran Tumma, and Balaji Adimulam. Joining us from Russia, Aristi Mukazanova, Natalia Kuznetsova, Olga Kresen, and Lilia Tochinskaya of the Value Educate Russia team. Next is the Value Educate Turkey team, Alpaslan Kairan, Umit Sile, and Naz Kulanchi.
Moving on to Region 4, we have the Canadian team represented by Bimal Naidu, Pushpa Naidu, Divyaswarupa Naidu, and Upasana Jayashree Naidu from Value Educate Canada. From Value Educate USA team, we invite Jayanti Ramesh, Anita Kumar, Harshavardhan Ramesh, and Ravi Adipalli. May we now invite the entire team back on stage for a group photograph. We also invite Dr. Bhuvana Santhanam, who is leading the Values Education Initiative of Sadhguru, along with her global team, Mrs. Nandini Menon, Mrs. Mala Narayan Swami, Roshni Thomas, and the regional coordinators for the Global Values Education Initiative. From Region 1, Mr. Sunil and Mrs. Sangeeta Naidu. Region 2, Mrs. Nandini Menon. Region 3, Mrs. Mona Mehta. And Region 4, Mrs. Sai Jyoti. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. May these books serve as tools for inner growth, global harmony, and collective upliftment.
This evening, we have two speakers who will share their transformative journeys with us. The first is Dr. Alpa Lodhia from Australia, a dentist with over 20 years of experience. She volunteers with the Heart of Love Foundation, Australia, and Health in Kind Foundation since its inception, providing free dental care and education to refugee communities in Melbourne. Dr. Alpa is also on the editorial team of Values Educate Australia. Dr. Alpa Lodhia, please.
My deepest gratitude to Satguru Sri Madhusudan Sai for this opportunity to share a small part of my transformative journey. Respected elders, brothers and sisters, students, and those joining from around the world for this historic One World, One Family World Cultural Festival, a warm good evening to you all. When reflecting on my own self-transformation, a question arose within me. Had I actually transformed at all? Satguru had taught that life gives many opportunities to change. There were possibly more than a couple of moments in my life, from childhood right through to meeting Satguru, when the divine, with his infinite grace, saved me in more ways than one. Each time I would promise to do better. I would strive to do better, and then I would fail again, sometimes in really big ways. Then I would pick myself up, I would strive to do better, then I would fail again, and he would save me again. It was wash, rinse, dry, repeat. It felt as though I was fumbling in the dark, knowing I needed to turn the light on. All along, though, I was holding the torch, but I either didn't know how to operate it, or I simply chose not to. Perhaps the darkness had become a strange kind of familiar comfort, mixed with a desire to always stay in control. I had not yet realised the joy of letting go, so I kept fumbling. Since I was young, there had always been a connection with the divine. This was nurtured by my parents, who first introduced me to Baba and his mission in my late teens. Later in life, at the end of 2014, we were introduced to Satguru and his mission. When I attended his discourse, he felt familiar. He emphasised that all of us must progress onto the next level and not remain at primary school level. He inspired us on the path of selfless service. Since then, it has been through service projects like the free mobile dental service for refugee communities, human values programs for children and teenagers, parenting programs, and more recently being involved in adapting the human values books for Australian children. During the free mobile dental services, we treated mothers and their children. They were all from deeply traumatised backgrounds. Many were very reluctant to access government healthcare due to their long waiting periods, and there were language and cultural barriers. What touched me deeply was that we were able to care for them in their own comfort space, and especially with the mothers, because we were able to have their babies resting on their tummy for comfort while we worked on them. There has not been one large moment of transformation for me, but rather many small ones over time, and the journey still continues. When Satguru guided our family to start the Human Values Program for Children during his visit in Melbourne in 2019, I had no idea how to begin. It was a turning point in my life. I believed Satguru would always be by my side, and that I felt from him very protected and seen. In my heart, I said, Satguru, let us just start, and you can sort out the rest. So we began with one child, which was our neighbour, and then we invited another. Slowly it grew. Soon every Sunday our home was filled with lively children of different age groups in every corner of the house. Arts and crafts were spread across the table and there was chocolates everywhere. And meanwhile, out the back, parents had their chai and they were gathered outside where my husband would conduct parenting sessions. During the COVID lockdowns, these classes moved online and became a lifeline. The children were isolated from school and friends for a very long time in Melbourne. Even after restrictions lifted, they would ask their parents when classes would start again. What began with one child became a small family. These children, who knew nothing of Sadhguru, were learning how to be happy humans, and their parents were eager to be more present for their child. During these experiences, I found myself fumbling a little less in the dark, as Sadhguru has guided me to realise that it is me who must operate the torchlight. Now, when I look at myself from 10 years ago, I hardly recognise many aspects of her. On a practical level, the work in this mission has streamlined my life. Interests and connections that were unnecessary have quietly fallen away. The feeling and the action of placing others above myself grows stronger. The goodness that flows into all areas of my life has been humbling. I have also been surrounded by amazing beings in this mission. Many of you are out there. They have been instruments in inspiring me to keep striving to be divine. On an inner level, Sadhguru's guidance and teachings, together with the service projects, have helped me to grow stronger within myself, to love myself and those around me more sincerely, to loosen and let go more freely, to keep practicing acceptance and forgiveness, to give more of myself. It hasn't been easy. The challenges keep coming, sometimes thick and fast. The mind wavers still. Many pots are still being broken. The wash, rinse, dry, repeat cycle continues. Yet the resolve to return to the true self is stronger than it has ever been. Dearest Sadhguru, I'm deeply grateful for all that has been given and all that has come my way, even though I may not always seem grateful in the harder moments. I would not be here if it were not for you, your love, grace and guidance. Sadhguru, thank you for this opportunity to share a little of the journey that I'm on. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Next, we have Mr. Sathvik from the United States of America. He's currently pursuing his undergraduation in Information Technology at Northeastern University in Boston. Inspired by the ideals of Sadhguru, he has been optimizing every opportunity to volunteer at various service initiatives such as the People Shores and the IT department here at Muddenahalli. Mr. Sathvik, please.
Good evening, respected elders, brothers, sisters, and dear friends, all those watching live. It feels meaningful to stand here today and reflect on a journey shaped quietly by guidance, learning, and service. My earliest introduction to values came through my father. He grew up with the teachings of Baba, studying at Alike, Baba's educational institution. His stories, his discipline, and the way he lived his life brought those values into our home. Even though I did not study here myself, I grew up in the atmosphere he created, where simplicity, humility, and purpose were everyday part of our life. Everything shifted in 2016, when as a fifth grader I met Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai for the first time. Something changed inside of me that day, although I could not have explained it then. He placed me on a spiritual path without force, without explanation, quietly. From that moment, he became someone I naturally turned to. As a young teenager, I would message him often. My questions were simple, sometimes naive, but he always responded with patience. Those exchanges felt like having a personal guide, someone showing me that life is much deeper than what we see on the surface. He introduced concepts I had never encountered before, the idea of the divine, the oneness that holds everything, and the truth that each one of us is born with a purpose aligned with our nature. One image he shared that stayed with me and really resonated with me is just as a fish lives in water without realizing, we live in the presence of the divine without noticing it. That one idea changed the way I understood life, not as a chase for achievements, but a journey of awareness. He never made spirituality feel distant. He made it human, he made it very accessible. He helped me see that the spiritual path is not for a select few, it is open to everyone, and it comes with ups and downs. Moments of clarity, moments of confusion, times when everything flows, and times when nothing makes sense. His message was always gentle, steady, stay sincere, stay grounded, and keep walking. What inspires me the most about him is that in his own life reflects the path he speaks about. He once lived the same kind of life many of us live today, studying, working a regular job, facing doubts, figuring out direction, before realizing a higher purpose. Seeing that gave me the confidence that this journey is not out of reach. And this is where Sadhguru personally became one of the strongest examples for me personally, because he went through the same obstacles we are going through now. From his younger years right up to today, he faced challenges, uncertainties, setbacks, yet he never stopped. He never allowed difficulty to become defeat. He put in years of effort, discipline, inner work to build this mission. He could have given up many times, but he chose to continue, to strive, and to rise. This is one of the greatest inspiration for youth like me, because he showed us through his life that challenges will come, obstacles will come, but we can overcome them. His life is a living reminder that we should not quit because something is difficult. For me, Sadhguru is a role model not because he's perfect, but because he persevered when giving up would have been easier, but he didn't give up. As I grew older, service became the place where his teachings came alive. At People's Shores, I worked with adults far older than me, taxi drivers, security guards, immigrants trying to rebuild their lives. Training them was not just a skill-based task, it was a lesson in empathy and patience. I had to understand their backgrounds, their struggles, and hopes. And through that process, I learned that service is not about helping from above, it is about meeting people where they are with respect. Outside of that, wherever we served meals to those experiencing homelessness, the most powerful moment was always the same, the smile, the feeling of being acknowledged, seen, valued. It showed me that the smallest act can touch the deepest parts of someone's heart. Over time, I realized that life is not about chasing salary, success, or social approval. None of that brings lasting happiness. Sadhguru helped me see that fulfillment comes from living with purpose, acting with clarity, and doing our duties with sincerity. He also taught me something that changed the way I approach life. Effort is ours, but the outcome is not. We are not the doers of everything that happens. Something greater moves us. When we understand that, life becomes lighter and service becomes a natural expression. Without his guidance, I would not be the person standing here right now. He showed me that purpose is not found, it is lived. And that service is not a task, it is a way of being. My journey is still unfolding, but if there's one message I would like to leave you with, it is this. Life becomes richer when we grow, when we serve, and when we recognize that each one of us has the ability to uplift each other's lives. Quietly, sincerely, and consistently. Thank you. Sai Ram.
Thank you, Brother Sathwik, for an inspirational talk. We now invite Dr. B.N. Narsimurthy, Chairman, Prashanti Bal Mandira Trust, and Chief Mentor, Sri Sathya Sai Loka Seva Gurukulam Group of Institutions, to address all of us.
Loving pranams at the lotus feet of our most beloved Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. Brothers and sisters, very dear students, boys and girls. On this very beautiful evening,
we watched at least totally 100 persons coming to the stage, men and women. They are wonderful women because they have been doing selfless service. That is the way we really celebrate the centenary advent of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Even the talks of Dr. Alpha and young Satvik were centered around what service they have been rendering to humanity. As we celebrate the 100th year of advent of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I was thinking this morning after my meditation, what is that I learned from Baba? What is that I have understood of Baba? Many of us, I see a few brothers and sisters here, had the good fortune of having intimate discussions, what we used to call a sambhashan with the Baba. Even for us who are so closely associated with him, he was an enigma wrapped in mystery. Many times we thought we understood him, especially those who dealt with him in his proximity. He looked many times very simple, very childlike, but it was not always so. He was a mystery, his ways were baffling, but one thing that we could always see was, and experience was, his love. He was so baffling that one of my good friends, whom many of the senior devotees here would definitely know, I would not like to name him at this point of time. One day, he was very baffled by something that Baba did. And he went up to Swami, Baba, and submitted, Swami, it is impossible to understand you. This is what he said. Baba smiled and said, who asked you to understand me? None can understand me. See, these words were spoken by Lord Krishna also. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mamtu vedana kaschana. I know of every being, every creature which was born on this planet in the past. I know of every being that is going to come up on this planet. I know of every being who is presently living on this planet, but nobody knows me. Nobody knew him. But he behaved, he lived, and spoke, and ate, and played like any one of us. Many memories come flooding into my mind. One or two I would like to quote. It was in Kodaikanal, Sai Shruti, in the month of May. Many times it so happened Sai Shruti was a home of great divine delight. Vijay Sai has been comparing, one of the two compares today. He was also in that particular batch of students who were chosen by Baba to go to Kodaikanal with him. And boys had a very wonderful opportunity. It was a small building. Upstairs, Swami lived in one room. And the hall outside, that is where all the boys slept. Many times it would happen that Baba would be the one to come out first from his room and wake up the boys, many times. And one day, Vijay Sai was brushing his teeth. He was brushing his teeth. And Vijay Sai, he was my student. Therefore, I know that he was slightly late in getting up. And behind him in the mirror, he saw Baba standing behind him and was shocked. He was brushing his teeth. He didn't know what to do. Many such things happened in Kodaikanal. That morning, after breakfast, all the boys and a few of us were gathered in the Sai Shruti hall. Baba came, glided into the hall, sat down, smiled, looked at the boys and said, "Now I am going to ask you a simple question." He looked at me and said, "What, warden? Are your boys up to my question? Can they answer my question?" I said, "Swami, if you will, they will answer." Baba said, "You are very clever. You know that they will not be able to answer." And then Baba said, "Whoever answers my question correctly, I am going to give him a special prize." We looked at his hand, there was nothing. Therefore, all of us realized that he would wave his hand and materialize something and give it to the boy who would answer the question. So all the boys were very eager. Because, we saw in the quiz which was being conducted here, Rasa Prashna, especially the bonus question, everybody is ready with the board. As Sadhguru pointed out the other day, many of them, especially younger ones, boys especially, Angirasa group, the board will go up first even before the question is asked. So boys, they wanted to get something from Baba. And everybody had craned their necks because they're sitting on the floor and looking at Baba, what question would come, and they wanted to raise their hands. Now here is the question, Baba said, "Who am I?" That was the question. Who am I? Many hands went up. All the boys put up their hands because they thought it's so very simple. And Baba asked, "Okay, you answer." All the boys shouted together, "Swami, you are God." Baba looked around and said, "Not correct." Naturally, all the hands went down. "Who am I?" Again he asked. One boy put up his hand. "Okay, tell me." "Swami, you are Lord Krishna, come again." There was pin drop silence like what we experience here now. "Who am I?" The boy had said, "Your Lord Krishna, come again." Not correct. Another boy, "Swami, you are Shiva Shakti Swarupa." Not correct. "Swami, you are Sarva Devata Swarupa." Not correct. Because many times from public platforms he had declared that I am God, I am Sarva Devata Swarupa, I am Shiva Shakti Swarupa, I am Gita Acharya, come again. But now he's saying not correct. Then he looked at me, Baba looked at me. "Who am I?" he asked me. I immediately folded my hands like this. Some of us knew this very well. "Swami, we don't know who you are. Please tell us." See, that is the, Baba said, "That is the correct answer," he said. Then, finally, Baba said, "Shall I tell you who I am?" "Yes, Swami," everybody shouted. He said, "I am I. In Telugu, he said, Nenu nene. Many of everybody laughed. Baba said, it is not something to laugh about. It's very serious. Then he explained, when you say that I am this or I am that, that is duality. That is Dvaita. When I say I am I, that is Advaita, non-duality, because all are one. This is what also Lord Jesus Christ said. I am what I am. This is the statement from the Bible. He also meant the same thing. Lord Krishna also said the same thing. And many times when a divine personality says, I am I, what do we understand? We really understand nothing, because we are at a different level. It is like the Gulliver and the pygmies. The pygmies cannot see what is there on the table. That is what Nisargadatta Maharaj, to whom Sadguru referred time and again during the Ashtavakra Gita discourses, he told one of his disciples. One of his disciples, a good friend of mine, was visiting Prashant Nilayam for Baba's darshan. Many times Baba talked to him also. One day he wanted to know from his guru, Nisargadatta Maharaj, who was known as a very great jnani those times. He wanted to know who was Sathya Sai Baba. One evening he had the opportunity. Nobody else was there, only Nisargadatta Maharaj and this disciple. And he was doing Padaseva, massaging Guru's feet. And he asked Nisargadatta Maharaj, Maharaj, who is Sathya Sai Baba? He asked him. Instead of answering the question, Nisargadatta Maharaj asked him another question. What did he say about himself? This is what Nisargadatta Maharaj asked. This man, young man, scratched his head, and what came up in his mind, he said, Maharaj, Baba has said that he is Shirdi Sai Baba come again. Okay, when did Shirdi Sai Baba give up his body? This man said, 1918. When was Sathya Sai Baba born? 1926. And then Nisargadatta Maharaj said, Sathya Sai Baba is what he was between 1918 and 1926. This is what he said. The young man was baffled, confused, and said, Swami Maharaj, I don't understand anything of what you are saying. Okay, then Nisargadatta Maharaj said, Sathya Sai Baba is Paripurna Parabrahma. This man was very happy. Then Nisargadatta Maharaj asked him, what did you understand now? What did you understand now? Then you did not understand anything. Now also you don't understand anything. Then he said, idle talk and vain curiosity will not help a spiritual aspirant. First you know yourself, then you will come to know what is Sathya Sai Baba. I would like to conclude with the simplest answer that Sathya Sai Baba gave to Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai when he asked him the same question in a particular context. The context, Sadguru has talked about it many times. I don't want to go into details. And Baba had a particular trait. Many times he would forget things. At least he would pretend he has forgotten things. Many times he has called me Anil Kumar. Many times he has called Anil Kumar Narsimhan. Many times that was one of his traits. And when Sadhguru noticed one such kind of behavior on an occasion, he asked him, this was when Baba was in the subtle form, he asked him, Swami, when you were in the physical form, you were fooling everybody by pretending not to know things, by pretending to forget things. But now whom are you fooling? I am alone with you. Why did you do it? Then he said, when I came down as Sathya Sai form, in Sathya Sai form, I had some traits. This is one such trait. And that now also I am Sathya Sai, therefore the same trait is continuing. Then Sadhguru did not leave at that. He asked him, you are saying that you came as Sathya Sai, then who are you? Then the answer that he got was, even if I tell you, you will not understand. But Sadhguru insisted, Swami, you should tell me. If you want to know me, you should become me. Swami, please tell me who you are. Then he gave the simplest definition of God. I am absolute selfless love. So that is what you and I can understand. We can practice it. If you want to know God, ultimately you have to become God by becoming completely selfless and becoming an embodiment of absolute love. Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, the one and the only way we can understand any divine personality, whether it is Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba or Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai or Lord Jesus Christ or any divine personality, is by developing such selfless love in our hearts. And that is what expresses as selfless service. As we saw, all these young men and women, I was watching their faces. They were so very bright. How did it happen? They have experienced the presence of the selfless love in their heart. Therefore, they have experienced God. May we take the cue from here, and every day, if we can experience an iota of such kind of selfless love, we would experience God. And finally, one day, we will become one with Him. With these words, I conclude and pray to Sadhguru for his benedictory discourse. Thank you very much. Sai Ram.
Today is a day of many achievements, and every time I think of telling our people to do something, they always overachieve it. And sometimes I wonder, maybe I'm telling them less, I'm estimating them less. However, why do they overachieve it, despite all the hard work and challenges that are natural to such an endeavor? It's because their love for God, their love for Bhagavan, their love for me, and their love for humanity always makes them do more than what was asked. Like a mother who is very poor at geometry and mathematics, she can never break the bread into equal halves. When the child says, just give me half, she always gives more than half to her. Not that she does not know what it means to cut it into half, but she always wants to give more than what the child has asked for. That's her way of showing love. And this overachievement in everything that we have been tasked with is simply an expression of that love which Narasimhamurthy told about a while ago. Love that is pure, unconditional, and selfless, that is divine. And there is no other known definition to me than to simply love unconditionally. I told the Sai Swasthya team, let's do 100 wellness centers by 100th birthday. It will help a lot of people in the rural and far off geographies where they can't even afford to go to a doctor, nor there are any doctor visits them. And I said, just do 100. They were at 30 or 40 centers that time. And they did 126. How does that happen? It is that divine love which always wants to do more than what is needed for the devotee. The team from Healing Little Hearts, led by Dr. Sanjeev Nichani and our Dr. Hiremathia, they decided they wanted to offer 100 pediatric heart surgeries before 100th birthday. And it's not easy because sometimes you may think it will go this way, but you may be surprised when you open the chest. There are more issues than you predicted. And I get the report every day, the surgeries and what happened, what went right, wrong, and what did they do. And it's a high pressure job because you're dealing with somebody else's life. If it was yours, you can take it for granted, but it's somebody's child. Yet they worked regularly for the last 100 days. And they again have completed the 100 surgeries as on yesterday, and they're still doing more out of love. It's pure love to help that child go back to the mother healthy and be able to live a normal life like every other child. That's all is the goal. What do we expect in return? Absolutely nothing. We never tell them turn and tell us thanks or give us something material or otherwise. We get a lot of blessings, there is no doubt about it. The mothers bless us from their hearts because they have got back the most precious thing in their lives, which is their baby. So they bless us and the blessing remains with us. And this love that we show to them comes back manifold because they show that love back to us in so many ways. So that is also out of pure unconditional love, which is divine. Then I tell Bhuvana and team, look, there is a rapid decline in moral values in the society. Neither the schools are teaching them, nor the parents at home or the grandparents at home are talking about it. The children are going astray, they are getting into wrong ways, they are harming themselves. Is there anything that we can do about it? Can we create a set of books, a curriculum, a pedagogy, a methodology to make it very interesting, engaging, entertaining, and at the same time, it's also very educating, where the child learns about certain values. And then we must standardize across the world, because what's the point in one country learning about values when the next country does not know anything about it? Let us standardize, take 10 values and teach it to the whole world so that everybody learns, every child around the world gets to know of these. And so when they all grow up, they all grow up as similar citizens of the world, who have similar morals. And then they said, okay, so which are the values? And we selected 5 are the Bhagavan's values, Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa. And 5 more were taken from general global conversations that happen about environmental consciousness, because climate change is a big thing now. And this generation is going to suffer with all that we have done. So we have to be aware and make them aware. One beautiful value of mindfulness or awareness, where you must be with yourself, you must know yourself before you know the world. Values of selfless service to the community and the people around. Value of patriotism, you must be kind and dedicated to your own country first before you dedicate yourselves to the world. Now, these amazing values were added to the existing set of values to make the child a global citizen. When we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one world, one family, the family has some family values, because of which they are a family. They all practice those values. So this program, which was to value educate the world, is what the program is called. And then it is further divided into value educate India, value educate Australia, value educate USA, and things like that, in multiple languages. So these books were curated. This work is going on from, as far as I know, 5 to 6 years back we started. And in Indian languages and across. Because people asked, if you talk about values education, do you have any standardized way of doing it? Or it is just a random, ad hoc, sporadic way of teaching values? How do you ensure every child gets to learn the same values the same way? So that when we meet and talk to each other, they understand each other. And these books were created, then I told, talk to people, and how can we do it? And again, they have done all the books, and I told before 100th birthday, let us launch this program across the world. And we heard they all have made those books available now. And it is a great joy to see that. And the same values get deeper and deeper. You know, when you start as a small boy of 10 years old boy, if you tell him about speak the truth, it's about stating the facts as they are. Don't tell lies means don't tell something other than what you have seen or done. But for a grown-up, a 17-year-old, a teenager, value of truth means much more than just stating the facts. It is the very existential reality, who you are. And so even that has been incorporated into these subjects. All that has been done with great diligence and lot of sincerity. And so many people from around the world have come together, and they are all going to speak the same language, in the sense they'll talk about the same values. It's not religious, it's not philosophical, it's not specific to that custom or tradition. But the books have been customized a bit, the illustrations, the stories, the examples, relevant to those countries so that they are able to understand better. You might have a Mahatma Gandhi story in India, you might have an Abraham Lincoln story happening in USA, you might have Nelson Mandela's story in Africa, but they all stand for the same values of equality and peace and justice. So that is the idea. They also did so much of good work, and they finished most of it. I'm beyond amazed, because whatever we say, they do it. We promised that we will get this building up and ready before the 100th birth centenary celebrations happen. And look there, in last 1 month, how that building has transformed itself. As Bharat says, it has built itself. We are just witnesses to it. It is just growing as if it's a living organism. By the hour, it has grown to what it is now. Somebody, if I tell them this has been done in like 24 months or so, nobody believes it. 24 months, nothing happens. By the time you draw the plans and agree upon it, 24 months are over. Here's a building standing there. So everything gets done. And what is the magic? What is the mantra? What is that secret recipe? It's pure, unconditional love, which is divine. And that is the reason why this grows and grows and grows. And nobody can stop it from happening. Nobody can make it happen also. It does what it does. So the Bhagavan's teaching of develop that pure unconditional love, that is the greatest power on this planet, is not mere words. It's a living reality. It's a living experience for all of us, day in and day out, where so many things that seem impossible become possible. And no human mind can ever comprehend how it is possible. Nobody can explain. But it does happen every time. It's because of that pure love. Yes, he did tell me. When I asked him, who are you? He said, you won't understand even if I explain to you. And he said, I insisted, please tell me. He bent over, looked deep into my eyes and said, you want to know me? Then become me, with great seriousness. And I was not ready for that answer. Then I looked at him and said, what does it mean? Become you? He said, who am I? I am pure, selfless love. Become that and you become me. How simple. Pure, selfless love. You become that. And I wondered, how will I become that? Because we are all people with our own agendas and ideas, ambitions and objectives in life. And that's what drives us to achieve the next big thing. And suddenly he says, unconditional love. What does it mean? We don't even understand, but he has shown the path. When you open schools without fees, without discrimination, without differences, he showed this is how you practice unconditional love. When he opened hospitals without billing counters, without any discrimination, socio-economic or otherwise, he showed this is unconditional love, that is how you can practice. And his heart melted at the plight of people who were thirsty. Forget about water for irrigation, they didn't have water to drink. And the water they drank caused them so many diseases. He showed how to practice unconditional love. And that mission simply continues now in the form of these various institutions that you are all a part of. And he is teaching us how to practice that unconditional love, how to become him, how to become the divine, how to become gods. And this is so easy, the path is so easy, it's been laid out for us. Just do this and you will practice love and you will become love. And you will become God. That is what is the definition. See, our problem, there is another incident that I want to very particularly insist. And when I asked him once, you came, you said, when I came I came as Sathya Sai Baba, I did this, I did that, as he was mentioning. And I asked him, but you are saying you came as Sathya Sai Baba. Then who are you? And he said that, when I asked him, that you all think that Sathya Sai Baba is God. And then we jump around, rejoice and proclaim and declare, and sometimes even to the extent of fanaticism and extremism. We become so excited. Oh, we have found Sathya Sai Baba is God. And then we insist everybody follows. That is how religious orthodoxy and fanaticism starts. He told me, you all think that Sathya Sai Baba is God. But the truth is, God is Sathya Sai Baba. God is you. God is them. God is all. God was, God is, and God will be. Even before Sathya Sai Baba came and after Sathya Sai Baba went, God remains. So Sathya Sai Baba is God is definitely the truth, and we devotees would definitely love to say that as the truth. But what did he clarify to me? He said, wait, before you say that, learn that God is Sathya Sai Baba. God was always there. Sathya Sai Baba as a form came and went. But the original idea of the Brahman or God was always there. God takes different, yada yada hi dharmasya, we all know that. So he comes for various reasons. Sambhavami yuge yuge. And so once it's Sathya Sai Baba, another time it would be somebody else. They have somebody else in another yuga, another time and place. So learn that, he told me. It took some time for me to digest that, because we want to celebrate Sathya Sai Baba and that idea that we, the lucky ones amongst billions of ignorant people, have found that Sathya Sai Baba is God and everybody should follow us now. Everybody should listen to what we say. But he just turned it upside down and said, no, you are approaching it from the wrong side. The real approach is God came as Sathya Sai Baba and we learnt about all these wonderful things from him. And God can come again in another form, another name. In fact, why go here? That you yourself are God, he would tell. You don't know, I know. That is all the differences. And then he taught me, give up selfishness, give up individuality, give up this identity that you are this body, mind, intellect and emotions, and rise beyond that into that space of selflessness. That's where you will find your true self. And he told me, a little selflessness every day, less of self, less of self, less of self will make you selfless one day. So daily do some selfless good to somebody who is not going to return or repay you. Just do it as a part of your life. And one day that little less of self will add up to make you completely selfless. That day you will be God. And he said, it's possible for everybody. If it's not possible, why would I waste my time teaching? It is possible, he said. And that is the story which continues now, that it is possible. When you write those books and spend hours and hours, for whose sake? You are not going to be celebrated. You are not going to get some award for that. But what you create is going to help thousands of students and children and parents in the future who will live a better life. You have done your part. In that moment, you have experienced that selfless love, which is God. Similarly, when you operate on these children, why should you come all the way from the UK and so many other countries to operate on children in India? who are not even going to pay a rupee in return. And you keep your time aside and talent, and without charging you come and operate on them. Why do you do that? Because in that moment you are experiencing God, because you are experiencing selfless love. So also should you go in boats to reach out to those remote areas of Sundarbans? Who wants to go there, back of the beyond? Or in those hilly areas of Meghalaya, or the coastal areas of Odisha. These are difficult areas, they are not easy. In the tribal and faraway areas. Why should you do that? Somebody is sick, somebody is suffering, it's not you, you are not obligated. Yet you do it, because in that moment you are experiencing selfless love. You may not know, sometimes we just don't even know that we just experienced God. It is so subtle at times, so we just miss it. Likewise it is, sometimes when we feel that love, what the other boy was telling, that when the seva he did, the most powerful movement was a smile of the person who smiled back. In that moment he saw God smiling back at him. Because God has no name, form, shape and structure. It's an experience, it's a feeling, that's all. And that is the experience you have when somebody smiles back selflessly at you. You feel the presence of God. That's all was his teaching, very simple. That's why he said love all, serve all. That is the best way to love God and serve God. And that is what we are doing, and we are continuing to do with more intensity, more seriousness, more sincerity. That's why these institutions are growing, with the help of so many who are contributing, practicing, participating in their own way. And this is where, when you go beyond the call of your duty, beyond what is you're obligated to do, what you are bound to do, that's when the experience of God begins. Till then, it is only a human experience. You love your children, you do good to them, that's a part of your duty. But as Jesus said, love thy neighbor. Go beyond the call of duty and extend your love and affection to people who cannot even repay, who don't even know that you are actually doing it for them. Then you start experiencing that unconditional love, and that has been my experience. He put me on this path not out of my choice. I had only one choice. I chose him. I want to be with you, I want to serve you, I want to do what you want me to do. That is my joy. And the understanding was, I want to do for Sathya Sai Baba as the form and the name and the whatever the presence. But he expanded my understanding to include everyone in it. He said, no, you are here to serve God, not serve Sathya Sai Baba. And that God is all this and more. Serve everybody, love everybody. And that is how he expands our understanding and our consciousness, in which everything is included, nobody is excluded. That is the teaching. So when today we are here at the very end of these celebrations, now another 3 days to go, what do we do? How do we learn our lessons? This is the only lesson we have to learn. Every time you do something for somebody, you're not obligated to, you're not bound to, you're not duty bound to. In that moment, you will experience that feeling. And believe you and me, that is God. And every one of us has experienced that at some point in time in our lives, or we may be experiencing every day at some point in time. All of us know what God is. We just don't know that that's what was God. It's like the shepherd boy who finds a piece of diamond, thinks it's an ordinary stone, and ties it around the neck of his sheep and rejoices. Whereas a diamond merchant, a diamantaire, finds out that this is a very precious stone. This boy doesn't know the value, and offers big money to take it back. That's when the boy realizes this cannot be an ordinary stone. Why would somebody buy a stone from me? So sometimes we do experience God, and we are experiencing that pure love, pure God every day. But we don't realize it, and we think that experience is somewhere far away and we will receive it only after so many years of some kind of sadhana and austerities. No, God is not that far. God is not that difficult. God is not that complicated. That's what he was teaching all the time. Don't confuse yourself with too many of these things. Just be stationed, steady in that unconditional love. In every moment, if we can live unconditionally, we are experiencing God in that very moment. We don't need another experience. Don't go by the cinematic, animated, whatever, orchestrated idea of a God realization. Music starts playing, colors start flowing, and you are suddenly levitating, or none of this is, may be true for some. But he said, no, here and now, if you can't experience God here and now as you are, then it's not worth it. and somebody says, no, you can't experience, you are no good, you are not even capable, or don't even try. Such guru is no guru at all. Here and now, if you can show me God, that's when I'll believe you. That is how you tell your guru. And guru should say, I will give you the formula. Just drop all your individuality and selfishness. Here and now, you are God. Then it's up to the disciple to practice that. So that is the formula. That is what he taught me, and I have experienced that. And then I told him that, will I experience samadhi, sthiti, will I experience those? He said, maybe, may not be, it may happen, may not happen. I said, but all these books write that we will attain this samadhi, after that samadhi, nirvikalpa. He told, none of this is necessary. What you will finally get is Jivan Mukti, he said. You are free. You are not bound. I told, what does it mean? You are not attached to anything, he said. You love everyone, but you are not attached to anyone. You do everything, but you are not interested in anything. That will be Jivan Mukti. I said, is it going to be a blissful state where eyes roll up and your body shivers? And he said, none of this is going to happen to you. If it happens, fine, but that's not the ultimate. Then how should I feel at that moment? What should be my motivation to even reach and achieve that? He said, the very fact that you will never experience sorrow in your life again. Always you are in the state of peace and equanimity. I am not promising you some intense joy that you cannot control and you will fall every here and there. No. He said, you will be just you are, walking, talking, moving, doing things. The only difference, your attitude will change and there won't be any sorrow. Sorrow cannot touch you. That's all he told me. That's all is God feeling. I said, that sounds antithetic. We had built up so many castles and so many constructs that it's going to be some amazing stuff at the end of the road. He said, no, these are all imaginations. The only thing that you experience is pure unconditional love that makes you free. You're not bound to anything, anyone, yet you are so loving to all. That's how I have lived, that's how you should live, that's how you teach to others also to live. So the Ashtavakra Gita teaches that all the time. That be as you are, and but with the change in attitude. You're not attached to anything, you're not bound to anything, yet you love everyone with all the intensity and sincerity that you have. That love translates into service. So this is the method and this is the formula of God realization that he taught me. And of course he pushed me to onto this path. And because I was motivated by the idea that I'm serving him, so it began well. And after some time, he left me on my own, said that now you walk, you know the path, you know the road. You don't need anyone to tell you. That will happen to everybody also. It's very nice and comforting to be under the canopy of a guru's direct guidance and instruction, but the real guru is the one who will make you independent of him, not dependent on him. If the guru keeps you dependent on him, he is no guru. One day he should make you self-sufficient, independent, and that's what he did. And he said, whenever you want, I'll be there, but you don't need me. And many times I tell him, Swami, you make a sankalpa. He says, your sankalpa is enough, my sankalpa is not needed. Why we have to pass 2 orders? 1 order is enough, he says. You decide or I decide, it's the same thing, provided we are deciding it selflessly. So that is how all these things have happened, and such a wonderful occasion to meet all of these people from around the world who are walking this path of selflessness, one step at a time. And you will get there. As long as you keep walking, you're on the right road, you will get there sooner or later. That's the hope. And nobody will be denied, nobody will be deprived of that God experience, because we are God as we are. We just have to drop a few layers of unnecessary, imaginary, illusory identities, that's all. And that will drop off as you keep walking this path of selflessness. So keep walking. It is the surest, shortest, and the sweetest path to God, selfless service. That is what he has taught, and I am very happy that all of them are doing. I know everybody has worked hard, but I really now think that they are capable of much more. I am utilizing their capacities. I should have told 1,000 centers, instead of 100. Maybe they would have done that. But no, I will not pressurize them. You enjoy the rest of the time, but make these centers run well. Let this value education reach every nook and corner of the world. Let every child benefit from it. And let all these surgeries or whatever healthcare initiatives you are undertaking go on smoothly, nicely. But yes, we have a goal, 6,000 wellness centers around the country, 600 secondary hospitals, and whatever tertiary care we have built here, similar ones elsewhere also. With that we can serve the world, and similar setups will come up around the world also, inspired by this very model. So to everybody, a lot of blessings. We have a beautiful concert coming up by Ustad Amjad Ali Khan Sahab, a very old devotee and servant of Bhagwan, and he always comes to play for the birthday. he is here. I think both the sons are is also here. They are all going to be playing the concert now in a while. So I'll go and come back after a short break. Blessings to everyone.
We'll have a short break of 10 minutes, after which we'll reconvene for this evening's cultural program.
Bangash and Ayan Ali Bangash. Khan Saabs today stands amongst the world's most revered masters of classical music. Born into the legendary Bangash lineage as the son of Sarod virtuoso Hafiz Ali Khan, he gave his first public performance at the tender age of 6.
During his distinguished career of over 6 decades, Ustad Ji has received numerous prestigious honors, including a Sangeet Natak Academy Award, Padma Vibhushan, a Grammy nomination, the Crystal Award from the World Economic Forum, and a national ambassadorship from the UNICEF. He has graced some of the world's most iconic stages, from Carnegie Hall to the Royal Albert Hall. He has also performed the Nobel Peace Prize concert in Oslo. In a recent tribute to his extraordinary legacy, the city of San Diego officially declared April 13th as Amjad Ali Khan Day.
As sons and disciples of Ustad Ji, Aman Ali Bangash and Ayan Ali Bangash represent the unbroken link as the 7th generation of this illustrious musical heritage. Their artistry transcends the usual divide between tradition and innovation, continuity and change, blending technical mastery with lyrical elegance. As both soloists and a celebrated duo, they have collaborated with renowned artists like guitarist Derek Trucks of the Allman Brothers Band, classical guitarist Sharon Isbin, and ensembles such as the Chicago Philharmonic and the Avignon Symphony Orchestra.
The family has been ardent devotees of Bhagwan Baba and were blessed to perform in the divine presence on several occasions at Prashanti Nilayam and here at Sathya Sai Grama. Accompanying them on the tabla is Padma Shri awardee Shri Vijay Ghate, known as Tabla Nawaz. With a deep commitment to nurturing the next generation of musicians, he founded the Tala Chakra Trust, a platform dedicated to supporting young and upcoming artists.
He also serves as an executive council member of the Sangeet Natak Academy, contributing significantly to the promotion of Indian classical arts. Please put your hands together for the undisputed Khans of Indian classical music.
Namaskar, Sai Ram. It's a great honor and a privilege for us to perform for the centenary celebrations of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, Ashashtang Pranam. Ashashtang Pranam to Shri Sadguru Madhusudan Ji. We'll begin our recital with the very traditional and beautiful Rag Desh, Alap and composition in 10 beats, and this will be followed by another very beautiful raga called Rageshwari, 2 compositions in 16 beats time cycle. Rag Desh followed by Rageshwari. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now it's time for the main course. So without any further ado, with utmost humility, I'd like to call on stage our Guru and Father. Please welcome Ustad Amjad Ali Khan Sahab. Thank you. Namaskar. Sai Ram. It's a great honor and pleasure to be here on this great occasion of 100 years of Sathya Sai Baba. I'm grateful to Sadguru Madhusudan Sai Ji for giving us this opportunity. In the year 1970, I had the honor of having darshan and met Sathya Sai Baba. Aman and Ayan's mother, Subbalakshmi Barua, is a gift from Sai Baba. I saw her performance, Bharatnatyam, and then I discussed with Baba, and Baba encouraged me and supported. He said that Subbalakshmi Barua from Assam is a good wife for you. So we got married. My guru, my father, he did not want me to go to school. He told me, you can only do one thing in your lifetime. Try to understand music, sound, or the books, literature, language. Because in our country we say, Swar hi Ishwar hai. We feel connected with God through sound, and is a precious gift. Music is a precious gift of God. Music has connected the world. Music does not belong to any religion like flowers, air, water, fire, fragrance, colors. Our family, we feel we belong to every religion of the world, every religion of India. As a musician, I feel disturbed how a PhD becomes communal, how a PhD becomes radical. So I hope we all realize the value of love. As Sathya Sri Sai Baba always mentioned, love all and serve all. So it's a great honor to be here. Thank you very much.
most of the songs, kritis, any song of any country, it has language. It has text, lyrics, and a message to convey. But in 13th century, there was a Sufi saint, Hazrat Amir Khusro, who created Qawwali, Qawl, Kalbana, many new ragas, many instruments. He also created a style of singing called Tarana. So Tarana doesn't deal with language. So he created a language of syllables, language of music, Tanatom, Tadaredani, Dirdirdani. So during this presentation, I will sing and play two different type of Tarana. So I'll begin with Rag Malkos. Thank you. takitida, 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 dira dira ta na na, dira dira ta na na, dira dira ta. Tanana tom, tanana tom, tanana tom, tanana 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 tom, tanana tom, tanana tom, tanana tanana. Dira tom, tanana, dira tom, tanana, dira tom, tanana, dira tom, tanana 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 dira tom, tanana na, tanana na, tanana na, dira tom, dira tom. Tanaderena, 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 dirdom, dirdom, tanaderena, 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 dirdana, 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 tanadere. I'll play on the sarut now. I'll conclude with a tarana of different type, different style. It's in Rag Bahar. I have composed many taranas, but these two taranas, they have different characters. One I played in Malkos, now in Rag Bahar. I am sorry I have to file my nails during the recital, not to beautify my fingers, but it's a necessity because sitar, violin, cello, they are played with fingertip. If I play sarod with fingertip, it will sound like this. To bring out the human expressions, the resonance, the brightness, I have to press the string with the edge of my fingernails to bring out that kind of sound. Sound of fingertip with the nail. Din din dada, din din dada, din din dada, din din dada. Tada re dani tada ni dim tana tano. Tada re dani tada ni dim tana tano. Tada re dani tada ni dim tana tano. Tana tano, tana tano, tana tano. Tada re dani tada. Tana tano, tano, tana no, tadere na. Taderena, 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 tadere dani, tadani dim, tana tanu. Tana na 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 dim, tana na 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 na, tana na 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 dim, tana. Tana num, tana num, tana tana num. Tadere dani, takar tak, dhum kir tak de takar, tarika tak tikni takar, takar. Kanda tadere dani, tadani dim, tana tanu. Tananum tadare dani dir dani tadare tadare dim tanana 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 tom tanana tom tanana tom tanana dir dani tadare dani dir tom tanana tanana tara tanana 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 tom tanana tanana tom. I'll play on the sarod. would like to invite Ayan on the stage to conclude the evening. We'll play a beautiful song of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, Ekla Chalo Re. Thank you.
ये सब बच्चों का और सारे लोगों का ये भाग्य है कि वो उस्ताद जी को सुन सक रहे हैं और इतनी दूर से वो सफ़र करके दिल्ली से यहाँ आए और हम सब के लिए उन्होंने, अमान, अयान ने भी, सब ने मिलकर बजाया और सबका दिल जो है वो संगीत के भाव से भर दिया। उसके लिए हम सब उनके बहुत बहुत आभारी हैं। भगवान उनको बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद और प्रेम भगवान का है उनके ऊपर। वी आर वेरी फॉर्चुनेट दैट ही कुड कम ऑल द वे and took us such a long journey to be here with us.
Vijay Ghate.
हाँ, घाटे जी, he's come for the first time, but he's another legendary tabla maestro जो उनके साथ भी आए हमारे साथ, and he's a part of the Sangeet Natak Academy and promoting budding talents around the country. So we are very happy that he could join us, and hopefully it's the first but not the last time. You can keep coming again. आप आते रहिए। और आपके परिवार को भी, शुभलक्ष्मी जी को भी मैं यहाँ से याद कर रहा हूँ, वो ज़रूर देख रही होंगी ये प्रोग्राम। बेचैन हो रही होंगी, बच्चे भी देख रहे हैं। अच्छा, नीमा भी देख रही, बच्चे भी देख रहे हैं, सभी। तो लॉट ऑफ लव एंड ब्लेसिंग्स। और आपने ये, दिस इज़ 100 days फेस्टिवल गोइंग ऑन। टुडे इज़ द 97th डे and in 3 days the festival will close, 100 days festival. So you are a part of it and it's a part of history. And also भगवान सेंटिनरी सेलिब्रेशन। सो सब मिलके बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद आपको और परिवार को भी। आप लोग फिर जल्दी आइए और फिर बजाइए, ऐसा हमारी आशा है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। बहुत
सर्वसुगुण सिंधवे सकल सुजन बंधवे, सर्वसुगुण सिंधवे सकल सुजन बंधवे, गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महित मंगलम, सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महित मंगलम। दीन दुखित पोषकाय दान धर्म प्रेरका, दीन दुखित पोषकाय दान धर्म प्रेरका, सर्वलोक हितरकाय सर्वमंगलम्, सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम्। वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापका, वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापका, ब्रह्मज्ञानबोधकाय दिव्यमंगलम्, सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमंगलम्। सत्यसायिनः प्रियाय सत्यप्रेम विग्रहाय, सत्यसायिनः प्रियाय सत्यप्रेम विग्रहाय, नित्यशुद्ध निर्मलाय नित्यमङ्गलम्, सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय दिव्यमङ्गलम्, सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम्। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे, भक्तजना संरक्षक, भक्तजना संरक्षक, पति महेश्वर। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे, शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते, स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते, आश्रित कल्पलतिका, आश्रित कल्पलतिका, आवद्बान्धवा। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे, माता पिता गुरुदैवमु मरियन्तरु नीवे, स्वामी मरियन्तरु नीवे, नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा, नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा, नागेन्द्राशयना। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे, ओंकार रूप ओजस्विनो साई महादेवा, सद्गुरु साई महादेवा, मंगल आरती अंदुको, मंगल आरती अंदुको, मंगल गिरिधारी। ॐ जय जगदीश हरे, नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्य नारायण 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 ॐ, नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्य नारायण नारायण ॐ, सत्य नारायण नारायण ॐ। जय सद्गुरुदेवा, नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्य नारायण 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 ॐ, नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन साई जी की जय
Sai Ram, we have a few important announcements.